Alright everybody, welcome to episode number 4 of the NHL 2004 Franchise Mode series. This episode is going to feature games against the Montreal Canadiens and the Florida Panthers. And of course, last episode we were coming off the 2-2 tie against the Anaheim Ducks and the 1-0 shutout against the Carolina Hurricanes. So in going back and reviewing real quick, Montreal, 5th in the league, doing pretty well to start their season, 5-2-1. And then Florida is also in the top half of the league as well, sitting in 12th overall. 9 games played, 3-2-2-2. So they're pretty much relying on the 500 line, but they're getting lucky based off the tie points. So looking at just a comparison of the teams before we head into the first game here against Montreal. Very even again. We're only overall 1 point better than them. But where we really are beating them kind of in the special teams games, the power play, the penalty kill, and checking, of course. But otherwise, there's still a team that has Jose Theodore in net, and this is absolutely Jose Theodore's prime. So there's a good chance that we're going to run into a very hot goaltender in this game. So taking a jump into their team stats, Richard Zednik's having a real good start to the season. Sorry, Koivu Audette. This isn't a bad team by any stretch. They're pretty talented, but they're right before I think they start tapering off in terms of competitiveness. I mean, they're like a year, 2 years away from drafting Carey Price, so you definitely know that drafting Carey Price was not a late round pick. Of course, Carey Price was drafted 5th overall, so you know that Montreal is kind of competitive, but I believe they're not far away from actually making the Jose Theodore for David Aboucher swap that we saw between Montreal and Colorado. As for Florida as well, they've started off very hot this season, which I don't recall being the case in the early 2000s. This is kind of when they were really bad. It strikes me as this is right around the time they drafted Nathan Horton, so maybe I'll go look up, where they finished in the standings in the actual 2003-2004 season. Yeah, so Florida was not a good team in this season. So the only team to make it out of that Southwest Division, Southeast Division. Geez, that feels weird. It's so weird. Now we have the 2 divisions in each conference instead of the 3 in each conference. Yeah, they were the only team that made the playoffs out of that division that Florida's in was the Tampa Bay Lightning, who would of course go on to win the Stanley Cup. Otherwise, every other team was really bad. Atlanta was 2nd, and they were bad. And then Carolina, Florida, and of course Washington were real bad that year. And that was, Washington was bad, and they ended up with Alexander Ovechkin out of it. So, anyways, I don't think there's anything else to really look over. Of course, last episode we had the free agent signings, so we'll see how that goes heading into these games. And just hopefully they keep playing well. Honestly, none of them did anything bad in the last 2 games that they played with us, but we're hoping to get a little bit more out of Gio Nieuwendyk for sure. Jurke Lumi was fine on defense, and of course Felix Potvin in net played tremendous. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into the first game of the episode against the Montreal Canadiens. The only thing I actually noticed heading into this game was Eric Desjardins is now on a cold streak. I don't really even know why, but he is. Oh, Adam Oates. It's a tough start. So the 2 games that Potvin played, of course, he let in the first shot. He let in the first shot in both of the last games against Anaheim and Carolina, and now he's let in the second shot here. So that's a weird little thing that's happening, but hopefully it stops. One thing I actually do like is that the rep, you can hear audibly. Not sure if you guys can pick it up because the volume difference between the microphone and the microphone picking up the game is going to be substantially different. But when you get a penalty in this, the ref actually calls out the penalty. Oh, there we go. An unorthodox shot for sure, but Tony Amonte on the board. We've tied it up. Sheldon Surrey's penalty comes and backfires on them. We'll take it. We have not been scoring well in this so far, so I'm not going to shy away from taking any goal I can get. So yeah, no Jose Theodore in the net for Montreal. We're facing Matthew Guerin. Of course, there's our boy Ken Hitchcock. There we go. We'll hold on to that, Potvin. So yeah, Potvin has Potvin's been very good so far. So yeah, he's had such a good start for us. No wins yet, but hopefully we'll get one for him very soon. So that is the end of the first, tied at 1-1. Pretty good so far in terms of competitiveness in this game, which is right where we want to be at because we've had a real tough struggle to start this season. So far it feels like with this game they only call like one hook per game and then all the other ones just get to go by. Yeah, like a tripping call. Haven't seen one of those yet. Yeah, that's a good tripping call too. Oh! I don't even know how that got in the net. I definitely don't think it did. Okay, we're going to take it, but that is a very weird play. Because on my screen, it didn't even look like the puck went in, so it really didn't. So up 2-1 at the end of 2 periods off a very fluky, weird goal. But we'll take it nonetheless, because we need to start winning games. So the own goal by Guerin off that weird dump-in. Oh, look at Oates just sitting there. Just waiting for a turnover. There's Bearson. Forgot there was 4 free agents this time. I totally forgot about Sergei Bearson. There's Bearson. Ooh, nice shot. Moonlight going through the team. Oh, he gets hooked. Can argue that should have been a penalty shot. Oh, nice shot by Koivu. Damn. Yeah, just got it underneath Potvin's pad and we're all tied up. Oh, jeez. Killed Zednig on that one. Oh, nice stop by Caron. So now we got a power play in the final 2 minutes of the game. Remainder of regulation, though, for the power play, which is good. Should help. Maybe we can get another power play goal. Appears we have one of the only 2 on the season so far against Montreal, but let's see. Can we get something here? Ooh, scores! Yes! Amonte's got his second of the game. Couldn't have a better time for that. So wow, a very good penalty kill. I think that would be coming into the game. They had killed 34-35, and we scored 2 power play goals against them. Certainly this game's not over, though. Oh, here we go. Empty net. Oh, now we take a penalty on the other way. 8% seems ridiculously low for having it like that high in the league. Let's go, Kapanen. There we go. Potvin's going to get an assist, and we're going to get out of here with a win. So we're going to win. Get a big win against Montreal, one of the higher-up teams in the league who have had a good start. And now we're going to move on to Florida, which is the big one. Actually, no, I think Montreal was ahead of them. Yeah, Montreal was 5th in the league, so that's a big start for us, actually. Or a big win, I should say. There's, of course, Potvin faced 30 shots. And he's been really good since coming in. Antonio Monte, of course, first star with 2 goals. So the goal that was the own goal by Guerin actually got credited to Jim Vandermeer. I didn't actually pick up on that when I saw it, but yeah, Jim Vandermeer gets his first of the season on that weird goal. Alright, so that's a big win against the Montreal Canadiens. We're going to move on to the Florida Panthers, and just previewing them a little bit more, we're going to just go look at their player stats and see who their top point getters, goal scorers, etc. are, and see who their goaltenders are. So taking a look at who's leading the Florida Panthers, it appears, I think it's Victor Kozlov. I don't think Vyacheslav is still playing. I could be wrong on that, but yeah, Victor Kozlov, their top point getter, 9 points in 9 games, including 7 goals, so he is scoring the majority of goals for their team. But other than that, this is the first team, I believe, that we're seeing a trade that happened earlier in the game, a couple episodes back. Maybe it was in the last episode. I'm not exactly sure anymore. But yeah, Jason Arnott. So I believe it was Dallas and Florida made a trade. Yeah, Olli Jokinen here. There was more involved in this trade. I can't remember. Malhotra was, I believe, a part of it. And I'm not even sure who the other one was. Maybe Steve Ott. I cannot remember, but yeah. So this is the first game we're playing against a team that's made a trade. And a big one at that. Jason Arnett's a very good player, so I'm wondering where he's been factoring into their lineup. So lastly, just before we went in... Oh, look, here's another trade, actually. So Sikora, Prospel, and Ozelinch go to Montreal for Graves, Bulish, and Theodore. It appears they lost like one game, unless I missed that. That's real weird. Maybe that's why Guerin was not in? Or maybe that's why Guerin was in, I should say. Graves is 70, Bulish is 70, and then of course, of any team for Theodore to go to in this game, Anaheim might make the least amount of sense. That's wicked. Because now they're just running Jaguar and Theodore, which is a great tandem to have. But they made a trade and they got... I didn't take a look at who they traded out. Let's go take a look at that. So Sandis Ozelinch is a real good defender. Prospel's a good winger. Who was the other one in that? Sikora. Jeez. Okay. I actually can't really fault them here. Guerin's a decent enough goaltender that could probably carry the load, and you just made your team a lot better. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to say Montreal won this trade. You acquire a 84... an 82, and an 87. And odds are these guys are not playing up to their potential right now. Yeah, because I think like Oates is like an 84 and 85, so everybody's like -6 on this team. Wow, that's wicked. That's a wicked trade. Good for Montreal there. Anyways, that's weird. Just shocking. Some of the trades so far have been really like big names going. Hopefully this doesn't continue and then we see the whole league get traded around, but we'll keep going with this so far. But yeah, this is kind of wicked. Yeah, I jumped in here just to see if I was able to see like if I could check other teams and see if what their minus is. But yeah, that's a wicked trade. Anyways, with that in mind, we'll go past that trade, of course, because we don't play Anaheim and we don't play Montreal for probably a while, I would say. Yeah, a while. We don't play them for a while. Yeah, we're going to get into the Florida Panthers game. Hopefully we can keep up the momentum we had from last game and get another win. So a big difference from this game to the the Montreal game, I should say, is Pierre Turgeon and Arnott being on this team. And the difference is, I'm not sure if Luongo was actually the highest rated goaltender in the game, but he might very well be. So we might be playing the best goaltender in the league, but I'm not sure, because I've been looking ahead at some of the other rosters for the upcoming games like 2005 and 06, and yeah, I'm not sure if Luongo is actually the best goaltender. This is right when he took off, though, so he's not too far away from being traded to Vancouver for Todd Bertuzzi and all that. So I believe their coach is Mike Keenan at this time. Oh, and there's Pierre Turgeon getting his first as a Panther. That's a good play. Nice little passing play. Oh, very close to being offside. Oh, that one just bounced through. Okay, that's a bit of a weak one. Considering what we see in this game, that is a very weak call. Way too far out. Whoa, Arnott's just on a breakaway there. Oh, he's stopped by Potvin. So one thing that's definitely been working for us, I should say, through the start of the season is the penalty kill. It's actually gone pretty well. Oh, that's a wicked backhand. Is Christian Huselius their captain? I guess they traded away Jokinen, who I believe was their captain this time, so that would make sense. Was Jokinen their captain at this time? Seems early for Ole Jokinen to be a captain, if he was. Oh, that's a weak one. 2-0. Tough game. I should have probably put Hackett in for this one. But I do have the next episode's going to have a back-to-back, or actually the first half of the back-to-back, so figured I'd play Hackett against the Devils, and then go back to Potvin against the Leafs, of course. But I might just do that anyways. Ooh, nice try, Monte. Oh, can we get something here? Oh, Roenick's in there for the one-timer. See, can we get that off him? There, offside. Yeah, so that looks to be Mike Keenan. But I'm going to end up playing a game on this during this whole series where it's name that hockey man. Oh, Kapanen, oh, nice chance. So a rough start to this game, I should say. But, yeah. Turgeon's goal was pretty nice, but the Arnott one was pretty weak from Potvin. So, also, I'm not sure if that Turgeon goal was the first shot of the game or not, but I did not keep track of that. What do we got a penalty for? Come on. Roughing. We're like the only team in the league that doesn't take penalties, apparently. Go, Roenick. Oh my god, the hooks. We're starting to get booed by our own fans. So we can't get the puck out of our own net. Or zone, I should say. So the end of the second, that whole period was, especially the latter half of that period, was literally trying to get one player to go off the ice. So I don't know what is going on with the line changes, but that was brutal. Plus, I don't know, maybe we need whistles or something. Maybe I needed to ice the puck so I could get a proper line change or something going, but that was wicked. Oh, Messier on a breakaway. We're not having a great game here, but it also doesn't help that we have probably the best goalie in the game on the other end. Let's start getting the hero line out there. See if we can generate anything. The game's been so bad so far. There we go. Beautiful. Roenick finally gets a goal. And we're in this game. What a snipe. Perfectly, like, under that bar. I'm going to go back and look at that because that was nice. Nice pass by Leclerc. Yep. He just perfectly picked that one hole. Look, even Leclerc going for the tip there. There you go, Recchi. Oh, I almost like skated it in. No one wants to hold it. I'm going to take a timeout here. Hold on, maybe I have to... Can I do it here? No, I gotta wait. Hole Potvin will take a timeout. The comeback! Good lord, we actually caused the turnover. That's beautiful. Oh man, that one almost got through too. Hopefully Potvin's back in the net. I forgot about this game. Because if you don't actually go back in after you've tied the game up, it doesn't automatically put your goalie back in the net. So we might end up with a point or two still out of this game, but that's we actually got a crazy comeback there at the end of the game. We are 100% being outplayed in this one. We don't deserve to be in it, but we dug down and found a way to tie this game up. Oh yeah, Roenick. Oh, nice chance. The kind of beauty of the hero line is that there's no defined number of people on it, so it's anybody who has a star. Oh, and so far this game, honestly. Oh, Primo! Jeez, Gagne was on the doorstep for that one. Yeah, the hero line doesn't have any like set number of people on it, so it actually works out very well because you can have a bunch of people, or like 5 or 6 players, and they all rotate out, which is beautiful. But it's great for overtime in those final minutes when you're trying to get a tie or win the game or something. Oh, hold that, and we'll get a different line out there. So we'll put line 3 out. Everybody's kind of tired. Yeah, it's got Hanzus and Cap. So we can get a little bit of, maybe one more chance. Oh boy. Doing very well here. So that's going to do it. That's going to go in the books as a tie. Cannot complain with that one, considering we were down 2-0 with like 5 minutes to go. Claire, a goal and an assist. And first start, man, again, Potvin's been unreal. I didn't even realize he had 44 shots against. Jeez, he got peppered this game. But yeah, 42 saves. That's real good for him. Yeah, we'll take the point out of this, considering we shouldn't have even got one. So that will do it for the games portion of this episode. We're going to go preview New Jersey and Toronto. So first up, New Jersey, our next opponent. Jeff Hackett's going to be in the net for that. I'm going to make sure I put him there before we exit out of this. That's a surprise. I just realized Atlanta's number 2. Anyways, New Jersey 4-0-4 and 0 to start the season. So they've gotten a point in every game they've played so far. Very impressive for them. They are a tough team. They're a year removed from winning the Stanley Cup. Actually, I believe they're actually the reigning Cup champions in this. I keep thinking that NHL 2003 had that, but no, that was Detroit. Was the reigning Cup champs in that game. So New Jersey is just coming off winning that Cup and scoring 24-15. They are much better on the road than they are at home. I think we're playing them on the road, so we might have a little bit of an advantage there. And Toronto currently sitting in 29th, just above the Rangers, even though they've played more games than the Rangers. So they are having probably the worst start of any team so far. I mean, we are not far away. 2-7-0-0. They only have 4 points on the season, getting outscored 26-20, and they are winless on the road this season. So I'm not sure if we're playing them in Toronto or in Philadelphia. So either way, that could work to our advantage. Of course, 2-7-0-0 to start their season. So, anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. The next episode will be back. Yeah, we're playing both games on the road against New Jersey and Toronto. So we'll be back very soon with another episode. Hockey's right around the corner. I'm starting to get excited. We're almost at exhibition games. So, yep. Thank you guys again. Thank you so much for watching the channel. Click like if you liked the video. Comment anything down below if you guys noticed anything that I didn't, or just have a general observation, want to say something nice. I mean, positivity's underrated to say the least. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys on the next episode.